Bas Rutten, legend of the game, pancrase champion, UFC champion, phenomenal actor, underrated. Said that before. This is part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, don't worry about it. You don't have to necessarily go back and watch the first one.
Everybody underestimates the kick in the groin.
It's not like it's sequential in that way, so you can jump in right here and we can get started. If you enjoy this, go back and watch the first one.
This is what we're try. It's always trying. It's never 100% proof. But if you don't try, you're going to lose anyway.
Great quote. If you don't try, you're going to lose anyway.
He's choking me from behind, and his partner comes in. I go kick in the groin, and here probably I want to push him away.
Exit stage left.
Now he's away.
Pick him up. Down. Oh, you didn't think Bas was strong. He just picked up this giant ray like it was nothing.
Hello, you deputy right?
And then I can take care of his body and kick him in the head, anything I want to do.
Subscribe to the Strangles channel and make sure you leave a like and turn on post notifications.
Slow motion, you know what I mean? Not just slow motion, but you have that white noise in the background from the VHS tapes. I like this kick. Look at this extension on the leg. Look at him. Amir goes flying. Big guy doesn't know what's about to hit him. Rotation, he loses his grip on the rear strangle. Grabs the knees, picks him up. Bas Rutten, ladies and gentlemen.
The bear hug from behind with your 2 arms caught. Normally this is a situation that you have when his partner is going to try to beat you up.
If someone bear hugs you around both your arms, he's an idiot.
Bear hugging me, and he's a big...
Especially if he grabs above the elbows, as you can see here. The guy's grabbing above the elbows. So nothing stops you from turning your elbows at a 90-degree angle, lowering your level, getting your hips below his, and changing the angle. Now let's see what he does.
Now what I need to do is expand as much as I can by breathing in. The grip is like this. I expand.
Sound effects.
That's quite big.
And then suddenly I drop. His grip is still like this while I'm out. Okay, so watch. He's got me tight. I go this. Breathe in, and now I drop. Boom, elbow, and I will probably go for a single leg takedown, and right away, get up.
I'm gonna have to go against Bas on this one. He breathes in, sags his ass, destroys his tailbone, and for whatever reason, the guy standing up doesn't change the grip. He's like, it's like a cartoon. He's like, oh, he fell beneath me. Whoa, I didn't realize that.
Oh, Bart, cartoons don't have to be 100% realistic.
Now this headlock we see a lot in the movies. And I don't know why people are doing this even on the streets. I used to win all my fights with it actually because nobody had the defense. I'm going to show you what you can do with your opponent if he has you in the headlock. Now, he's got you like this. I'm sorry, I'm laughing.
I love Bas Rutten. Quick story time. Back in the day, it may have been year 2000, I had the Dreamcast. And one of the characters on the very first UFC game was Bas Rutten. And I love the guy, the way that he fought in the game, the controls were awesome. And I started to delve more into his story. I realized, wow, this guy was king of pancrase, which I didn't know about at the time. He also had this epic fight against Yoshika Saka. And if you guys have never seen that knockout, you have to check it out. He landed a Mortal Kombat finishing move. And ever since then, I've been a huge fan of Bas Rutten.
I'm not going to lift him like this. No, I'm going to lift him with my...
I thought he was going to say lower your level and then just hump his leg. And he gets so freaked out. He's like, what? Stop. You're humping my leg. And he just runs.
One,
picks him up,
two,
suplex him through the table.
But I can do this. Up, and I go down with him like this. Boom. But because he's my friend, I don't want to take a risk and be without a sparring partner.
I don't want to be without a sparring partner. I don't care about hurting him. I don't want to slam him on cement because I need him.
He hit your wife.
I love context building. Now we're having fun. A little bit of storytelling.
He hit your wife. Actually, I will show you first a thing that I wouldn't do. I wouldn't hit him in the groin because then maybe he's gonna let you go. Give him a little damage that he's gonna regret for about 5 or 6 months. Boom, you lift him up, you're gonna slam him down, bang, and here he is. Grab the knee, grab this.
Yes, leg locks in a self-defense video. I love to see it on such a level. I'm a big fan of the leg locks. As it relates to MMA and sport jiu-jitsu, I'm a bit of a leg lock aficionado, if I say so myself. But this is just beautiful because I've seen this in person and I have stories about this, which I've covered on the channel. Heel hooking a man with sneakers or boots on is an instant break.
Step over, fall backwards, whoop, and now we got an inverted heel hook. I'm gonna pull this heel to me.
Now, what would I do differently? I wouldn't leave my right leg straddled across the left hip because that leaves me vulnerable to an outside heel hook. Now, am I worried about the outside heel hook on my right leg when I have an inverted heel hook on his right leg? Absolutely not. Remember that inside or inverted heel hooks always beat outside heel hooks. But Bas Rutten could have configured his legs into a figure 4 inside of Amir's 2 legs, which would have protected him from getting leg locked. But this is before cross ashigarami or inside saddle, whatever you want to call it, was popularized. He could have also entered into a 50-50 position with his legs. Either one of those would have been a little bit better than this kind of position. As you can see here, there's space in between Bas's 2 knees, which would allow Amir to slip his knee out. Also, last thing, I know Steve, you're being a stickler, but one more thing. Would I grab my own fist? Never, right? It's a weak grip. You want to make a strong palm-to-palm grip, a strong wrist-to-wrist grip, or even a reverse figure 4 grip for optimal breaking leverage.
This time with Takahashi, he broke his shin bone. Okay? And all because...
Look at Amir's face. Please, Bas, please don't break my shin bone.
he was hitting my wife. Okay, I'm sitting...
I like this. This is casual. It starts out real low-key. Just having a little sip, a little Johnny Walker.
So, imagine it happens. Somebody comes in and he's going to look for trouble. You see right at his face that this is no good.
I'm sitting in my seat, man.
This position is not a good position for me. There's no way I can use body movement a lot. I cannot use the floor a lot. The only thing I can do is maybe go for a headbutt, but it's not probably gonna knock him out. What you wanna do is get on your feet. Right away you say, okay, I'm sorry. Bang, bang, bang. No, I'm not.
No, he's not. In case you were wondering, it was a ruse.
The secret ingredient is crime.
Bas Rutten's lethal self-defense system. Don't call my wife fat or I'll break or I break your leg. Who fucking okayed this?
I got a question for you. How'd you get that fat chick through the doors, man?
You see how confident this person is? But he sits in a total wrong position. Somebody's telling me that about my wife. I'm sorry, sir, but I'm gonna break your leg.
You got something negative to say about my wife? I'm going to incapacitate you permanently.
I'm gonna say, listen, fella, this is the thing. See what I'm doing? I'm leaning on his knee, and he is still very confident because he's got his 2 buddies right here. They're gonna jump in at the moment I do something. I grab his toes, and then I'm gonna go like that. And I promise you that this knee will be shattered. Now I got 2 people only to take care of, but that probably will be like a Jackie Chan roundhouse kick.
A little bit of levity there from Bas Rutten, but he doesn't realize the entire thing is levity. He's so funny naturally, it's unreal, the level of charisma this guy has.
I'm sorry, sir, but I'm gonna break your leg.
I'm somehow becoming more of a Bas Rutten fan at this stage of my life just watching this. And I've seen the highlights of this for more than a decade. But with that being said, I don't know if you want to do that because someone called your wife fat, right? Because that could be a criminal charge that you don't want to really deal with.
Somebody to grab you by the wrist. Either it's a cop who tries to put the handcuffs on you or just somebody else out of the blue. This is what you're gonna do. You're gonna trap his hand, roll over, turn your head.
Z-Lock, who would be proud of this? Leave a comment below. Someone loves Z-Locks, we know who it is.
Give me your money, Granny.
He will go down and knee him in the head. Most important thing from this whole submission move, the wrist lock,
There's a secondary gripping arm.
This tight, go over and push him down.
Brutal.
Kick him in the head.
Only because Bas Rutten does it though. See, Steve, wrist locks work. You were hating on people for doing these techniques a few months back. Listen to me real quick. My issue with a lot of these techniques is not that they don't work, but because they're so situationally based and that they're not really contextual, right? I know if that grip fails me and the guy pulls his arm out rapidly, that Bas Rutten's going to smash him into oblivion because he's a trained martial artist. But a lot of these gurus will teach you this one-off move in a very safe environment, and there won't be any systems based around it. These people go home and they feel like they can defend themselves. And the truth is they can't, because they're not training actual martial arts.
If he grabs me like this, again, I twist and get out. Now, more important.
How to incapacitate and possibly kill the man.
He's probably trying to grab your wrist to get on into action. So you want to follow it up. Break the grip and go for something. He gets your arm, you break the grip, bang! Hey, guy. Wrong move. Don't do that to El Guapo.
You're gonna learn the hard way, Amir. Never do that to El Guapo.
Gonna turn over and go bang right straight, boom, kick in the head, and God knows what more. And while he's underground, I can do pretty much anything, boom, I want, or just walk out.
Or just walk out. He's like, kill him or walk away.
I grab his wrist and pull it against my chest. If I'm going to lean over now, nothing really is going to happen because he's going to bend his arm. You see, nothing really happens. I'm going to make sure that his arm cannot go down by supporting
it. He puts a reinforced wedge behind the elbow.
Like this. I'm going to push up as hard as I can, okay? And now I'm leaning forward, and he will go down. Once he's down...
That's a contradiction in movement, right? Because he has the elbow going upwards, and he has the fingertips going back towards the elbow. So you're getting that constriction, which is going to cause a break in the joint. It's just incredible.
Boom! Now watch this choke. We're only going to go over the side, the standing choke right now, okay? I'm not going to throw him, but I want you to see it from this angle. I'm supporting arm because now I can go underneath his armpit.
So see the detail there that Bas wasn't holding the guy's head? So when you try to duck under someone's arm when you're not controlling their head, they're able to step back and avoid you from getting to that flank angle. So if you can pull the guy's head down as you pop up on the elbow and duck under simultaneously, you create that, again, that contradiction of movement where you can control the level of his head, gives you the ability to lock up the strangle.
And I step in. I grab, I push my right hand, left hand against the side of his head, and I squeeze everything together and watch, he will tap. If he doesn't tap, within 3 to 5 seconds, he will be out. And you still can do the same game, pulling the pants down and try to hide the bottle.
Shout out to all the Patreon producers for supporting the channel. We do exclusive content once a week, and we do early releases of all these YouTube videos, so check out the pinned comment below. As always, you can check me out on Twitter and Instagram if you feel inclined. I appreciate the support. We'll be back with a new video very soon. Stay strong, and I'll see you in the next one.